Hey everybody, this is Nick Cuenca from the Hyperloops.com, and we're going to be doing the audiobook reading of The Mars House today. I've previously done a few of the other houses, Dis, Brobnar, Logos, and now it's time for Mars. I'm going to be reading it in the voice of Marvin the Martian. Actually, I'm just kidding, I'm not. That would get really annoying, so we're just going to do a normal voice this time. Let's kick it off with Ammonia Clouds. It's an action. When you play it, it deals 3 damage to each creature. Battle Fleet is an action. You gain an amber when you play it. Reveal any number of Mars cards from your hand. For each card revealed this way, draw a card. Deep Probe is an action, and you gain an amber when you play it. Choose a house. Reveal your opponent's hand. Discard each creature of that house revealed this way. Emp Blast is an action. You gain an amber when you play it. Each Mars creature and each robot creature is stunned. Each artifact is destroyed. Hypnotic Command is the next card. It's an action. When you play it, for each friendly Mars creature, choose an enemy creature to capture one from their own side. Irradiated Ember is next. It's an action and you gain an amber when you play it. If your opponent has 6 or more amber, deal 3 to each enemy creature. Next up is Key Abduction. It's an action and you gain an amber when you play it. Return each Mars creature to its owner's hand. Then you may forge a key at +9 amber current cost, reduced by 1 for each card in your hand. Next up is Martian Hounds. It's an action. Choose a creature. For each damaged creature, give the chosen creature 2 +1 counters. Martians Make Bad Allies is an action. When you play it, reveal your hand. Purge each revealed non-Mars creature and gain 1 amber for each card purged this way. Mass Abduction is next. It's an action and you gain an amber when you play it. Put up to 3 damaged enemy creatures into your archives. If any of these creatures leaves your archives, they are put into their owner's hand instead. Next up is Mating Season. It's an action and you gain an amber when you play it. Shuffle each Mars creature into its owner's deck. Each player gains 1 amber for each creature shuffled into their deck this way. Next up is Mothership Support. It's an action and you gain an amber when you play it. For each friendly ready Mars creature, deal 2 damage to a creature. You may choose a different creature each time. Orbital Bombardment is an action. You gain an amber when you play it. Reveal any number of Mars cards from your hand. For each card revealed this way, deal 2 to a creature. You may choose a different creature each time. Next up is Phosphorus Stars is an action. Play. Stun each non-Mars creature. Gain 2 chains. Psychic Network is next. Action. Steal 1 amber for each friendly ready Mars creature. Sample Collection is next. It's an action. Put an enemy creature into your archives for each key your opponent has forged. If any of these creatures leaves your archives, they are put into their owner's hand instead. Shatter Storm is an action. Lose all your amber. Then your opponent loses triple the amount of amber you lost this way. Soft Landing is next. It's an action. The next creature or artifact you play this turn enters play ready. Squawker is an action. You gain an amber when you play it. Ready a Mars creature or stun a non-Mars creature. Total Recall is an action. You gain an amber. For each friendly ready creature, gain 1 amber. Return each friendly creature to your hand. Combat Pheromones is up next, and now we're getting into the artifact. This is an artifact item. You gain an amber when you play it. Sacrifice Combat Pheromones is an Omni ability. You may use up to 2 other Mars cards this turn. Next up is Compod. It's an artifact item. Action. Reveal any number of Mars cards from your hand. For each card revealed this way, you may ready 1 Mars creature. Crystal Hive is an artifact. Location. Action. For the remainder of the turn, gain 1 amber each time a creature reaps. Custom Virus is an artifact. It's a weapon. Omni ability Sacrifice Custom Virus. Purge a creature from your hand. Destroy each creature that shares a trait with the purged creature. You gain an amber when played. Feeding Pit is next. It's an artifact location. As an action, discard a creature from your hand. If you do, gain 1 amber. Invasion Portal is an artifact location. Action, discard cards from the top of your deck until you discard a Mars creature or run out of cards. If you discard a Mars creature this way, put it into your hand. Incubation Chamber is an artifact location. Has an Omni ability. Reveal a Mars creature from your hand. If you do, archive it. Mother Gun is an artifact weapon. Action. Reveal any number of Mars cards from your hand. Deal damage to a creature equal to the number of Mars cards revealed this way. Sniffer is an artifact ally. Gains an amber when you play it. Action. For the remainder of the turn, each creature loses elusive. Swap Widget is an artifact item. As an action, return a ready friendly Mars creature to your hand. If you do, put a Mars creature with a different name from your hand into play, then ready it. Next up are the creatures. Blipip is a creature with 2 power. He's a Martian scientist. When you reap with him, the next Mars creature you play this turn enters play ready. Chuffape is a creature beast with 11 power. He has Taunt. Chuffape enters play stunned. When you fight or reap with him, you may sacrifice another friendly creature. If you do, fully heal Chuffape. Ether Spider is a creature beast with 7 power. Ether Spider deals no combat damage when fighting. Each amber that would be added to your opponent's pool is captured by Ether Spider instead. Grabber Jammer is a creature robot with 4 power and 1 armor. Your opponent's keys cost 1 more. When you fight or reap, you capture 1. Next up is Gromid is a creature beast with 10 power. You cannot play creatures. After an enemy creature is destroyed fighting Gromid, your opponent loses 1. John Smith is a creature agent Martian with 2 power. He has elusive, which is the first time this creature is attacked each turn, no damage is dealt. When you fight or reap, ready a non-agent Mars creature. Next up is Mind Warper. It's a creature Martian scientist with 2 power. Has elusive. As an action, choose an enemy creature. It captures 1 from its own side. Cilix the Disintegrator has 1 power. Is a creature Martian soldier. Has elusive. As an action, your opponent loses 1 amber for each other friendly Mars creature. Next up is Cilix Plague Master. Is a creature Martian scientist with 3 power. When you fight or reap, deal 3 damage to each human creature. This damage cannot be prevented by armor. Tunk 6 power, 1 shield. Is a creature robot. After you play another Mars creature, fully heal Tunk. Next up is Yulik Megamouth. Is a creature Martian scientist with 3 power. When you fight or reap, use a friendly non-Mars creature. Next up is Cilix the Zookeeper. Creature Martian scientist with 2 power. Has elusive. When you reap with him, put an enemy creature into your archives. If that creature leaves your archives, it is put into the owner's hand instead. Vezima Think Drone. Creature is a Martian scientist with 3 power. When you reap with him, you may archive a friendly creature or artifact from play. Next up is Ixaly Marauder. Is a creature Martian soldier with 2 power. The Ixaly Marauder gets +1 power for each amber on it. When you play it, capture 1 for each friendly ready Mars creature. Next up is Ixalo Bolter is a creature Martian soldier with 3 power. When you fight or reap with it, deal 2 to a creature. If this damage destroys that creature, purge it. Cilix Dominator is a creature robot with 9 power and 1 armor. It has Taunt. This creature's neighbors cannot be attacked unless they have Taunt. Cilix Dominator enters the play stunned. Next up is Zorg. It's a creature beast with 7 power. Zorg enters play stunned. Before Zorg fights, stun the creature, Zorg fights, and each of that creature's neighbors. Next up is Cilix the Many. He's a creature, Martian soldier with 3 power. When you fight or reap with him, you may reveal a creature from your hand. If you do, archive it, and Cilix the Many gets 3+1 power counters. Alright, we're getting up to the upgrades. First upgrade is Biomatrix Backup. This is an upgrade. Gain an Amber when played. This creature gains Destroyed. You may put this creature into its owner's archives. Brain Stem Antenna is an upgrade. This creature gains after you play a Mars creature. Ready this creature, and for the remainder of the turn, it belongs to House Mars. Next up is Jammer Pack. Upgrade. Gain an Amber when played. This creature gains your opponent's keys cost 2 more. And finally, Red Planet Raygun. Gain an Amber when played. This creature gains Reap. Choose a creature. Deal 1 damage to that creature for each Mars creature in play. Alright everyone, thanks a lot for listening to this. Mars is a cool house. It has a lot of interesting creatures, and I feel like it's one of the... Well, I think this is pretty common for a lot of the houses, but it's harder to have a Mars deck with when you have 3 other houses. They play really well off of each other. I like them thematically. I'm trying to find myself a good Mars deck, but anyways, thanks for listening, and please like and subscribe. I'm going to be finishing up the rest of these. Below in the description will be a link to the other audiobook style cards that I have read before. Take care, and as always, may you not lose the die roll.